Everybody to the Kansas Jayhawks Dynasty here in episode 29 as we return to this border showdown against Missouri after a disappointing week 1 loss against a top 25 Arizona team led by Heisman front-running running back Chip Trayanum. Now this Missouri team is drastically different from the Arizona State team we saw a week ago, and obviously their offense has been very electric through the air. From their statistics you can see exactly why. This Missouri offense is not one to joke around with, and the Jayhawks are going to have to be on their A game if they hope to come out of here with a rivalry victory and a big win in this season. After the disappointing loss last week, going down 0-2 could be insurmountable for this team, and I'm interested to see how they will come back from the adversity and if they'll be able to take down the Tigers in this massive border showdown, the second of head coach Smeem's career. Last year, he was able to take the Tigers down relatively easily, and this year, hopefully it'll be no different as we go down to the field in the home opener of this season, David Booth, Kansas Memorial Stadium, as the Jayhawks are going to get it to start the game with Maurice Butler giving it to Devin Neal. Right side running it up the middle for 5 yards, and that's a nice productive run to start the day. And Maurice Butler will remain under center on second down. This time it's going to be a pass though as he finds Trevor Cardell, who makes a little move, and he's going to get 8 yards on the play. Kansas and Missouri goes back a long ways, and winning this game means everything to the fans and the coaches at Missouri as it's intercepted, and at Kansas, but this time it's going to be Manuel with that interception. He jumps the route, and Martez Manuel, the strong safety, makes Maurice Butler regret that pass very much. And as I was saying, this is one of the most important games to both of these programs as Connor Bazelak returns from his excellent campaign last year, and he gets it across the middle for 9 yards to his his receiver, J.J. Hester. Now Bazelak is out of the shotgun on a 3rd and 5 though. Got Dockery to his left. He's going to throw it again. Goes out to the right side, and he's got Hester. Turns around and runs for about 5 more as he gets 15 on the play. His second of the day, already 24 yards. And this Missouri offense is already looking fairly consistent to start the day as Connor Bazelak will continue his excellent campaign going into this season. Or at least that's what they hope. Now a 3rd and 5. He takes the snap and he's hit hard. They're going to call it an incomplete pass, setting up a 4th and 5 and another field goal attempt. Last week we saw Arizona State attempt 4 field goals. Can the defense do that this week? This time they're able to stop them, but the field goal goes right through the middle of the uprights. Now comes Maurice Butler and company on a 1st and 10 read option. Nowhere to go as he has to slide down. He's going to lose 2 on the play. That was just terrible read. A terrible read and terrible blocking from everyone out there. 2nd and 12 now. Butler out of the shotgun. Firing outside to Cardell, who's got it. Taken down out of bounds after a 20-yard catch and run on the corner route. And Maurice Butler now on a 3rd and 1 is going to give it to Devin Neal. Rushing outside. He's going to look to get around the man, and he does for another 12 yards. Excellent maneuvering there for Devin Neal. Now a little over 3 minutes remains in this first quarter. Butler out of the shotgun is going to get this to Golightly on the slant. He kind of gets pancaked in between 2 defenders, and that's a 9-yard catch. Now 4th and inches. Butler under center, going to give it to Neal as he falls forward on a 4th down conversion. Gets 2 yards, just what he needed and just what the doctors ordered for this Jayhawks offense, as they're going to give it to Amari Pesic-Hickson this time. His first run of the season goes for 3 yards. Now a 3rd and 7. Hickson remains in the game. Butler rolling to his right, looking to throw. Nobody's getting open, so he takes it himself and he dives into the first down. And down at around the 3-yard line, an excellent 8-yard run. Now 1st and goal, picking up where we left off. Devin Neal cutting it up the middle, and he gets a 3-yard touchdown run to give the Jayhawks their first lead of the day at a 7-3 now as the first quarter dwindles down. Bazelak takes the snap on the next Tigers possession as Macklin is on the outside, and he gets lit up by Romello Dotson on that outside route as he runs upfield. And that would be the end of the first quarter, as with 8 minutes on the first play of the second quarter, Bazelak does not give it to Dockery. He throws it again to Hester. Missed tackle, and he's into the end zone. Edwin White Schultz dives for him, and he clearly misses him. And J.J. Hester turns upfield and gets the easiest touchdown of his entire career right there, as Maurice Butler comes back onto the field. Now 1st and 10, he's going to find Stephen McBride for 11 yards on the play. That's going to be an easy first down pitch and catch there. Now Butler on the very next play. Play action to Devin Neal. He's got McBride again across the middle, running to the outside and looking to get past the defense, but he's only able to get 17 on the play. Still an excellent gain. Butler now out of the shotgun again. Going to throw it again as he finds McBride again. That's 3 in a row to Stephen McBride, this time for 14. So 11, 17, and 14 for McBride. Now 1st and goal. Butler's going to give it to Neal deep into Tigers territory as he's going to get 3 yards right up the middle on that counter play. Now we're setting up a 3rd and goal. A goal line stand for the Tigers here. He's going to give it to Neal, who gets drilled at the 1. You would think that momentum would carry him in, but no, the defense is able to hold him back. And now on a 4th and goal, Butler under center is going to give it to Neal, and great blocking gets him on the outside. 2-yard touchdown run, and the Jayhawks reclaim their spot on top of this game as they take a 4-point lead once again, 14-10, as Basilak's going to give it to Dockery, who's supposed to be an amazing running back for this Tigers offense, but so far today he has been extremely ineffective and not very involved in this offense. This time, though, Basilak goes to Hester, and you cannot go in that middle of the field as our linebacking core continues to light up the players. Now a 2nd and 9, outside to Grimm. On the out route, he's going to make a man miss, and he's got it down past the 30 for a 37-yard gain as Maurice Butler is starting to light it up. Now 3rd and 1. He's all alone. Looks like a clear QB run, and he's not going to get there. Loses or doesn't gain anything on the play, and that sets up a Jacob Borsia field goal. He missed his only attempt last week, but this time he's able to knock down the 40-yard field goal. And the lead is extended to 7 as Basilak returns to the field in the last 2 minutes of the quarter, going outside to Wallace, and he's going to get tripped up. Stays in bounds, it looks like, so time will continue to tick off the clock. Now 2nd and 7. A minute 20 remains. Basilak out of the shotgun. Sends a man in motion. That's Ingram there. He had Dockery beside him, but this time he goes to Ingram again. Chris Ingram for 16 yards as the Tigers are marching down the field. Now 3rd and goal with 51 seconds remaining. Basilak all alone, looking to pass. Nowhere to go as he tries to run it. It was a QB draw, and a 4-yard loss will set up the Tigers with another field goal here, another short field goal. Their 2nd field goal of less than 30 yards. And the Jayhawks defense has to be satisfied with their performance so far today, as they have been playing excellent when it comes to bend but don't break. This time, though, 2nd and 8, Butler is trying to run for his life, and he dives for the first down. He's going to get a 9-yard gain, and he gets a 9-yard gain on that play, but 16 seconds left on a 2nd and 5. Butler out of the shotgun is going to find Cardell, and they have 1 timeout remaining, so it looks like they'll have to settle for a short field goal themselves, and that's just what they do. Jacob Borsia. Can he go 2 for 2? He snaps it, and it's up, and it's good. This one is definitely shorter than the last one. Last one was 38 yards. That one was about 30 yards out. And the Jayhawks continue their 7-point lead into halftime as we open up the second half with Basilak throwing that one away as he had no one open downfield, and the pressure started to close in on him. And that sets up a 3rd and 16. Connor Basilak out of the shotgun, takes the snap back. Barry Hill is pressuring him up the middle. He's going to sling it downfield into coverage. Double coverage, and neither one of them can come up with it. That was Deuce Mayberry and Jean-Quay Lewis that breaks it up. And the Jayhawks are going to get the ball back. This time it's a counter to Devin Neal, and he's dragging people for 13 yards. And an excellent way to start this second half. Now a 1st and 10 after that run. 7:07 remains. Butler out of the shotgun. Rolling out, looking to run it himself. He's going to take it himself, and he fumbles it. He is tripped up by Wilson, and he fumbles that, puts it right on the ground. And the Tigers will take over again, only down by 7 now. 3rd and 3 on that next possession for Missouri. They're going to give it to Dockery. Hasn't seen the ball very much, and he doesn't get anything on that play. 4th and 2 as the Tigers will punt it away again. And a 3rd and 9 set up for the Jayhawks on this next possession. This time Butler's going to throw it, and he gets hit hard as soon as he goes to release it, and that ball goes flying backwards. So Jayhawks are struggling to stay consistent so far on this offense. On a 2nd and 4 for the Tigers, it's Shannon Wallace for 9 yards up the right side of the field. That's his 3rd catch of the day. And this Tigers offense really impressed me with how great they spread the ball around. Obviously, Bazelak has done an excellent job of getting it to his best receiver, that is J.J. Hester. But do you see right there, they've got Chris Ingram, Shannon Wallace, and then Macklin. They have done an amazing job of getting it to every receiver they can as they get it to Lovett on the outside. And Dominic Lovett breaks 2 tackles on his way to a 17-yard touchdown run. And that is going to tie this game up with the extra point as the Jayhawks are not going to go out of this easily as Butler gives it to Cardell on the next play. Great blocking down the field, breaking into the open field as he gets taken down after 27 yards. Those are the best routes sometimes. The most simple crossing routes can get you open the most. Now a 2nd and 5 goes to Luke Grimm. Does he get the first down? They're going to call him short now, 3rd and inches. And Butler is going to be under center. Looks like a run to Devin Neal, and that's exactly what it is as he gets cut short after 5 yards. But he gets just enough for that first down. Now a 1st and 10. Butler remains under center. This one looks like it might be a pass, though, as he takes the snap and fires outside out of the hands, and it's intercepted. Bounced out of the hands of Tristan Golightly, and it's intercepted by the linebacker. Maurice Butler with his 2nd pick of the day, and Daniel Robledo, the defensive lineman, dropped in coverage, and he was able to take that one out of the air. As this one is almost intercepted by Mayberry, he would have had an open lane to the end zone. And the Jayhawks defense cannot capitalize, but you cannot count that interception against Maurice Butler. Tristan Golightly has to make that catch as Bazelak is going to hit Lovett again across the middle. And the Tigers are driving downfield. Now 8 minutes in the 4th quarter remain as we start the quarter. This time, though, Bazelak getting tripped up and sacked. Caleb Taylor for a 6-yard loss. Donovan Gaines there with another tackle on 3rd and 4. Bazelak firing to Ingram, and he's going to get the first down. Chris Ingram gets brought down by Cornell Wheeler at the last second, but it's too little too late as time continues to click down. This time Bazelak's going to go across the middle to Lovett, deflected out of the air, and a 4th down upcoming as they will settle for another short field goal, and this one is up and good. The Tigers take their first lead since the 3-point lead they had early in the 1st quarter. 2nd and 3. Devin Neal on the outside, looking to break the outside barrier, and he does not, but he's able to get a solid 5 yards there. That was Dalen Carnell in the tackle. This time Butler is going to take it under center, and he's sacked. Loses 9 yards on the play, Maurice Butler, and that was the right end, Daniel Robledo, on an excellent sack right there. Now 3rd and 22. Butler rolling out, firing downfield, and he's intercepted. That one essentially serves as a punt if they can bring him down soon, and they do that. Maurice Butler is forced to trot off the field, very disappointed in himself. As the Tigers on a 3rd and 9, looking to get this first down. Bazelak going deep downfield, does not get it, almost intercepted by Deuce Mayberry. On a 4th and 9, will set up their punting unit as the Jayhawks get the ball back. A little over 3 minutes remaining. Now 3rd and 10 as he fires downfield, and it's deflected, almost intercepted by Damian Wilson. And a 4th and 10 upcoming. Maurice Butler out of the shotgun, rolling out to his right, firing, and it's not going to get there. If Trevor Cardell had just continued running his route forward, he's going to get that open field on the left side, and that's an easy first down. Now all the Tigers have to do is run the clock out and get a few first downs. On 3rd and 6, though, Jayhawks have a final opportunity to end this game. The Tigers are running the clock down, with Bazelak having 2 running backs, Dockery to his right and another one to his left. I assume they're going to try and pass this one, though, since it's such a crucial time. Bazelak is going to pass it, fires across the middle, Macklin gets taken down, but they're going to call a penalty, and they're going to call roughing the passer on Keyshawn Brown, and that would essentially just kind of end this game as the Tigers just have to run the clock down. You'll see here, 2nd and 8 deep in Jayhawk territory, 1:50 remain as they give it to Lonnie Dockery. He just rumbles for 10 yards right down to the 1-yard line. Jayhawks use their final timeout and not, but a 1st and goal set up for Dockery and an easy touchdown as he struggled all day long, but he came up when they needed him to. And the 10-point lead with 1:45 remaining as Maurice Butler on a 1st and 10 rolling out, looking to run. He's got a lot of space up that right side as he gets hit and he fumbles it. Martez Manuel and the 5th turnover, all of them by Maurice Butler today as this game just did not end or go the way we wanted it to. An 0-2 start to the 2nd season. Maurice Butler has showed flashes, but he's definitely struggled as the play of the game goes to this early 2nd quarter strike from Connor Bazelak to J.J. Hester, and the Kansas Jayhawks lose this year's border showdown by a score of 30-10. Maurice Butler and company extremely disappointed as the trophy will return to Missouri Tigers' hands. That was definitely one of the more disappointing performances I've seen out of this team in any season we've played so far. Maurice Butler finished the day 22 of 32, so we only had 10 incompletions, 245 yards, no touchdowns, the 3 interceptions. 68% completion percentage looks good when you don't look at those 3 interceptions. Devin Neal 22 for 78 and 2 touchdowns, so he kind of came back down to earth with 3.5 yards per carry. Maurice Butler did have 13 rushes for 65 yards, but he also had 2 fumbles, and both of those were lost to the Missouri Tigers in that second half. Receiving-wise, Trevor Cardell led the way with 9 catches for 98 yards. Luke Grimm right behind him with 6 for 72. And Stephen McBride 5 for 60. Just a poor game all around. Defense played okay for most of the game. Wasn't really able to get much going on in that second half. And with all the turnovers coming through, it doesn't really surprise me. Jacob Borsia did do good this week. 2 for 2 so far in this game. He had the 1 bad miss last week, but so far he's redeemed himself. And that sets us up in a very interesting position. We are currently probably going to be setting at last in the conference overall. Thankfully, we have not played any conference games, so we've got the entire season to build back up in conference play. And we've got a few weeks to get prepared for that. But before we do that, we have to focus on our next task, which should be, keyword should be, an easy win. And that is against Charlotte. We've played them 3 straight years. Beat them almost every year, I believe. I think we may have lost to them in that first year, just barely. Yes, so we have lost 2 in a row so far. Or no, that is counting not against Charlotte. That's talking about this season. But we played Charlotte twice so far in this college dynasty, and we have beat them once and lost to them once. So we should be able to take down the 49ers fairly easily. But you never know what's going to happen with this team. And with how poorly Maurice Butler played today, you really have to take into a question whether Conrad Hawley should come out and start. And that's where I'm really going to talk to you guys. And I want to see your input in the comments down below. Do you think Conrad Hawley should take that starting position away from Maurice Butler with how poor he's played? Or do you think we ride it out? Because obviously at an 80 overall, we know Maurice Butler can be good. The real question is whether we think he can be good enough to get us back on track and be the leader we need to get back into a bowl game eligibility this year also. And just let me know what you guys think about that. Who should be the starter going into next week's matchup against Charlotte? If you guys let me know, I may announce it before the episode comes out next week. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this episode. I'll see you guys next time. And if you did enjoy it, hit the like button and subscribe, as it helps me post these videos a lot quicker and it helps me out so much. See you guys next week as we head to North Carolina to play the Charlotte 49ers.